What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Orlando Powder Room. You know, we got something special for you today. It's Halloween. But before we get to all the Halloween festivities, we got this unit right here. This is a 80s redline 500. Woo, what a unit. So this came in yellow, original yellow. Frame is a little beat up. We got it stripped, sandblasted, and now we've been sanding on it, taking out all the little imperfections, making her nice and smooth, getting it ready for powder. This had already been outgassed. After we stripped it, we outgassed it, so we're good to go there. We still got some sanding to do here. You see a couple little spots. You can just barely feel them, but we'll just smooth those out just so that the finish is nice. Came with a set of forks, some redline OG forks. We got these pretty much smoothed out. No more marks on the dropouts. Everything looking pretty good on them. Got to get them taped up. The handlebars were chrome, and they were rusty, and the chrome was peeling and nasty. So we sandblasted it, and then most of the morning we've been sanding on these, trying to get all the little flaking chrome and pits and all that stuff smoothed out so we can get them as smooth as possible. I really hate to put high build primer on these because it does have a redline logo, which with the Hazard yellow, I'm not sure if you'll see it even, no matter what we do. These are going back yellow. So we might end up just putting a high build on them because they still are fairly pitted. I don't know, we might work on them a little bit more here and see how it goes. But that's what we're working on first. And then we got a Haro Group 1. We got a PFT and a plethora of parts, but that can't be shown on the channel. So we're just gonna get rolling. Alright, so we got this vibration sander here, and we're just going to continue to knock down some of these rough areas. Alright, so we got it mostly knocked down with the vibration sander. Now we're just going to go back with a piece of sandpaper and hit the little spots that tough to get or wouldn't come off or whatever. Got kind of a weird spot right in the elbow here. It also has a little rash that we'll have to get with the grinder, something a little heavier, just to smooth that out so you don't see it under the powder. But we'll get to that in just a second. Alright, so this is just a little 3M grinder, angle grinder, that you'll find in every garage across the whole United States, probably across the world. But it's just obviously air powered. See that little rash right there? We're just going to polish it right out. Just a classic now you see it, now you don't type of situation. Of course the light is in a weird spot, so anyways, it's gone. Here's a couple of parts that also go with that. Well, not the purple, but the black. Just a couple of parts that also go with that red line. But yeah. After you hit them with the grinder in there, that pneumatic grinder, I still like to go back with a piece of sandpaper and just smooth it out. That grinder is good for digging deep and knocking out big stuff, but it does still leave it a little bit rough. So we get here with the sandpaper and we clean it up extra. Well, you can see all that, all those marks that were right here from bars banging on the ground or banging on something, they're all gone. So these things are actually starting to look pretty decent. I think we're going to be able to powder right over with no high build primer. They just needed some love. For the color on these 80s redline, we use a color so secretive, the company doesn't even put a label on it. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you know you're one off. Anyways, we're going to get this loaded up. We got frame fork, bars, spider, and a handful of bolts to do in this color. So everything is hung up except for the spider. Can't forget that. But when you get this fired up, get this thing yellow. The perfect hazard yellow. We're locked and loaded on this red line. We're hung up, we're grounded, we're loaded in the, that's a little aggressive, loaded up in the gun. We're gonna get this thing dialed down to 80s hazard yellow. Make this unit yellow. All right, let's get it. So we're going to pull these plugs, and this unit will go spend some time in the oven, get cured out, and then we'll take a good look at it. Alright, so this unit came out super sick. Give it a chance to focus here. Check out these bars. They come a long way, and you can still see the, I guess you can't in the video, but you can still see the redline logo. Chewy! Get those back down there before I drop them. So everything came out super sweet. We get this unit packed up and headed back. Up next, we got this Haro Group 1. So this is going to go red, and then this will be red faded to black, and then chrome in the back. The chrome's in decent shape. It's not great. Seen worse, but it'll look pretty sharp with the red and the black. We also have a stem cap, the Haro Group 1 stem cap, and that'll go red with polished lettering. So I'm going to get this broke down and do a little sanding touch up, clean them up a little bit. And then we'll get rolling on this. Alright, so upon further review, turns out customer wants these forks chromochrome. He changed his mind about 10,000 times. Couldn't figure out what he wanted to do, couldn't figure out decals that match with the powder that we use. So now he's at chromochrome forks, red handlebars, red stem cap, red neck, fade to black with chrome in the back. So we're going to get these extra cleaned up and make these chrome. Columbia Coatings, chromochrome. This is our chrome. This is what we like to use when we're using chrome. Normally, do we use it as a top coat? No. When we do we usually put acrylic clear over it? Yes. Are we going to do that here? We got to see if we have any. Hopefully. But we're going to get these forks shot in the chromochrome. And then we are going to do the front half of the, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to do our fade. Probably going to do black and then put the red over the top of the black and do the bars and the cap. We switch our gun settings over to chromochrome. And this stuff shoots just like any other powder, basically. Too heavy and it starts to get orange peel. Too light and it's a little bumpy. So we're going to hit it right in the middle just right. So now it'll go in the oven and get a full cure. It'd be 400 at, I know I got to double check, but it's usually 400 around 10 minutes. Chromochrome might be a little less degrees for a little bit longer. I got to double check the bag because I always forget. These are going to go in and we'll take a look at them when they come out. So here's the decal that the customer wanted us to try to match. This is from one of the decal suppliers that he found online. So we did the prismatic, we tried to match it with the aesthetic red, which matches with most of everything that is red. It's super nice red from prismatic. We tried wheel red from prismatic. It's actually, this is wheel red here, and you can see it is too dark. Then we tried Racer Red from Columbia Coatings, and it is also too dark, but it's not horrible. So we're going to go with this Racer Red. This is Racer Red with clear on it. You can see the clear actually darkens red. That makes it more glossy, but it darkens it a little bit. You can see the line where the clear is applied. So we're going to go with Racer Red from Columbia Coatings. You can see it's pretty close. Racer Red, Columbia Coatings, no clear. And old Random Randall will probably complain about it anyway, but we're used to it by now, so it's all good. Oh, we also tried Super Mirror Red from Columbia. That didn't work either, also too dark. But we got this Racer Red here. Whew. Hopefully that's enough to do in front of the bike. The handlebars should be fine. We got this unit laid out. We got it all taped off where our chrome is going to start in the back. Pew, 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 pew. So now we're just going to make the front, most of it, gloss black. Alright, so we got these forks out of the oven. didn't know any better, you would swear that was chrome. Super slick. But we got this, we got the bars and racer red. I gotta wipe the cap. And then the bike is in there just for a partial cure on that black. That'll come out. This stuff will go in. And we'll keep on trucking. Here it is with the letters all wiped out. So now this will go in the oven, and this and the bars will get full cure. Now she's fresh out of the oven. Looking sharp. So we got this done, we got the bars all cured out. We put our fade on the front half of this unit. So this will go back in the oven and get a final cure once I wipe them cup recesses out. That'll go in for final cure and she'll be done. As you can see, the Group 1 came out pretty slick. Looking pretty good. So anyways, that's going to about wrap it up for this one. Remember, go check out the Facebook and the Instagram. Go check out all my other stuff. Catch you on the next one.